We are officially live, and I am very, 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 very excited because what I'm about to share with you in the next 30 minutes or so is literally going to have you so excited for 2025. I don't even know if you're going to be able to contain yourself. So, I'm super excited. Happy Money Monday. What's going on in the comment section? I want to know if you're brand new, you've never seen Money Monday, or you've never seen me before, put new in the comment section. And then what time is it? Even if you catch this on the replay, what time are you catching the replay at? Because I'm curious and I want to know. So, a little bit about my backstory before we get into what the topic is going to be today for Money Monday. My name is Michelle Churchill Dworak. I'm super excited for today. I got started in the industry. I was the girl that was like, I will never do what it is that those people are doing. It is filthy. And so I always like to apologize because I was that woman until you fast forward to an area in my life where I was working full time as an HR specialist. I went for HR if you were to ask me over like coffee because I was going for business administration, but I figured I had to take statistics. I figured that out. And I tested into elementary algebra, and I'd still be in college to this day. So I ended up going for HR. I was an HR specialist, worked in a job, punched in 8:30, punched out 5:30, got home, and the best part of my entire day was my daughter, Bella. At the time, she was 2, and I was very strict because we had to do dinner, we had to take a bath, we had to read a book, and she had to sleep every day by 7 p.m. Poor child. I would go in the basement where I would do hair. So I actually went halftime high school and then a co-op program, halftime cosmetology school. And then when summer was out from school, I would go to summer school for cosmetology. So I actually graduated at 18, not just with the diploma, but I took my state boards and I had a cosmetology license as well. So I wasn't doing hair in the basement illegally. Okay. And then I would I finished doing hair and I'd, go to the bathroom and get something to eat, and it'd be midnight. How bad eating at midnight? Go to bed, wake up, and do that grind Monday through Friday. On the weekends, I would go off and clean houses. And maybe you're like, why? I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, this is having a kid, and this is what life's all about. It's because I couldn't afford to live. I was living paycheck to paycheck. Money was constantly the issue. And Bella, me and her dad went through a really nasty divorce when she was 1, and it was finalized when she was 2. So I had my sole responsibility of all the bills, where I had me and him paying all the bills prior. So something just had to change. I didn't take it for child support because he was in the nursing program. So he was in clinicals in the evening, and on the weekends he bartended. So there was nothing really to take, and I just wanted peace. So I continued life like that for quite some time. So if you can imagine having maybe 7 hours you're spending a week with your child, other than her being in the home sleeping, resentment and guilt starts to build. And then it starts to build up even more when you're like, okay, I'm missing out on milestones. Like, no first words, no first crawl, no first walk. I was never a part of any of it. And over time, when you have resentment, it builds up, and it explodes. And I had an episode that I want to share with you. It was on a Monday. So, how crazy? Today's Monday. And I went in as the HR specialist, and I was put on to eliminate a group of employees. This specific group of employees were within the engineering firm, like they were within the company for 10 years. So what you do, if you're not familiar, because I wasn't, is you wait till the end of the day. Usually you go, you tell them their position's been eliminated, and you walk them out of the building and you do an exit interview. And I get in my car, and I'll never forget. So envision we're sitting in the car together, and I go to put it in reverse, and I like look in my mirror and I'm like, park? What just happened? Like, what if that was me? What if we fast forward and Bella is 12 and I've been here for 12 years and I'm only getting a 3% raise? I realized I wouldn't be able to even retire until after 70 with the debt that I had. I didn't have flexibility. I didn't have freedom. I was commuting 5 hours a week, 30 minutes there and 30 minutes back, not being compensated for it. I'm like, Michelle, what have you done with your life? It was like this huge rock bottom moment. But I get in my car, reverse, go home, and I shake it off and I walk into the door, and there's Bella. And wait until you hear how she reacted this evening. Well, this particular evening that this happened, where I eliminated the group of employees. Walk in the door, and there's Bella. We make dinner. to give her a bath, try to put her to bed. She was usually a really, really, really good baby. Would just go straight to bed, you know, turn on her noise system, go to bed, and then wake up and just be happy as can be. And this night she started screaming. Like, mom, no hair, mom, no basement. I miss mama. I love mama. And I looked at her, and this was the breaking point that I want to share with you, where I actually realized that out of desperation of me saying no to the industry for 5 years, I needed to say yes. So I went to her and I said, I am going to tell you, Bella, that I promise this day forward, everything is going to start to become to be okay. And she was crying, and I walked out, and she cried herself to sleep, and I went to bed, and I woke up. And in this moment in my life, you know how, like, during the political debate, there's like text messages and calls and signs. I started talking to everyone. Like, I don't see my child. I need help. I'm begging on my hands and knees to spend time with my child and to try to catch up financially. And I'm just a hot mess. And this night, I go to bed and I wake up in the middle of the night. How bad? Listen, though, I didn't have Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. I had a Facebook account with 200 friends. And when I'd wake up in the middle of the night, I would just scroll to try to fall back asleep. And this night, this girl posted about how her and her partner were so financially fighting that they were thinking about separating, and she was looking for therapy, like a counselor recommendation. And I was like, oh gosh, that feeling like the root of all evil. Like, I couldn't relate because it wasn't that, but like, I didn't see my child because of money. I wasn't in my home for like longer than hours because of money. So I just kept scrolling. And I tell this and share this with you because time went by, and same thing. I couldn't sleep. I'm going through my phone, and ironically, guess what appears? Because of this woman, I found a solution, and I found what it is that you're doing. And maybe it's one of the reasons why you're here. And there is no better way. So I ended up failing myself forward, just like you probably have, because no one comes out of the womb having the skills to do what it is that you are doing, but you're positive and you're coachable. And that's why you're here. And that's the rest is history. So that's a little bit about me. Today, what are we going to talk about? We are going to talk about, do you want unlimited leads? Like, do you want people knocking on your door, your stories, your content, so saying, what is it? What is it? Because that's what this is all going to be about. So first, I need you to stop, because I know that you're busy and you're going to forget to tag the first 5 people who come to your mind right now, because they could be on their hands and knees begging for this solution in their business to have unlimited leads coming in. Tag your team. It's your responsibility. I know that you're like, I'm not going to hand hold, but this just might be the little nudge and step that they needed to go from 0 to hero. So that's first things first. Do you like money? Give me some fire emojis, or I shouldn't say fire, some money emojis in the comment section, because it helps pump me up. Okay, short video is hot right now. Reels, they're hot. How are you going to get leads? Number one, every live video, every reel, every piece of content, we need a hook. You've got about 3 seconds with me. So like even this morning when I did a live video, I had someone say, Michelle, just when I saw you say, like, if you start doing these 3 things today, you're going to have a breakthrough. I was like, okay, save and watch for later. So we have to come up with a hook that is really good. And then we can repurpose that hook from Chat GPT, and we can keep using it over and over and over and over and over again. Okay. So let's look at it this way. If I'm talking to you about something that has to do with reverse aging, and I'm like, this is reverse aging, and it's going to help you so much with like the peptides and the collagen, and you're going to have smooth lines, versus what I'm about to share with you about reversing the aging process at the age of 30 is absolutely going to blow your mind. Okay, so what's the difference, right? So we need to, number one, write down who our best friend is going to be when it comes to hooks. 100% of the time, so not 99, 100% of the time, I'm getting these hooks from ChatGPT. So write down ChatGPT. You don't even need the app. ChatGPT, or wow, chatgpt.com, and just talk to it. Like, listen, I need a hook that is going to turn the world on fire. Give them this hook. For example, this hook blew up. I'm going to share with you in less than 90 seconds how I went from 180 pounds to 150 pounds. That's an amazing hook. It does amazing. Go to anyone who's got like 2 million people on their TikToks, 2 million on Reels, 2 million on lives. They have a hook where you stop people in their tracks. I don't want you explaining about your product. I don't want you explaining about your transformation. If I can just get you to be like, hey, what I'm about to share with you about losing weight is literally going to give you results within 7 days. My name is Michelle Churchill Dworak. And it wasn't until I found these three things where I actually got results instead of struggling. Number one, number two, number three. You don't need any product, right? If you, whatever the one, two, or three is, what can you give them to get for free that's going to help them? You're educating them on three things: water, okay, a moisturizer. I'm just giving you examples, or like a exfoliator. And if you're like, how do you exfoliate and what's your whole schedule? Hit the follow button, comment below, you know, aging for a guide that helps me in many ways when it comes to exfoliation of the face. So now they're following you. So now when you do have the reels, and now when you do have the lives, and now when you do have the short videos, you actually not only have an audience of people who are not following you that are watching, but literally you have the audience of people who are following you. And here's the deal. If we can get you to show up every day on someone's platform, and every time they open the phone, you're the first person they see, they're thinking of you. It doesn't even matter if they click on your live video. It doesn't even matter if they click a heart. They saw your content and they are thinking of you. Actually, you're probably aware, starting, I think January, like the second week in January, I have to be for sure about dates. I think it's the 12th. It's a Monday. There is a 14-day prospecting video challenge with myself and Mr. John Melton. So we've been behind the scenes going, okay, these videos are working. This amount of time doing the videos is working. These call to actions and these hooks are fire burning on the dance floor. We put them together, and instead of just keeping them for us, let's have a video prospecting challenge. So that's going to start. You're probably aware that the early bird is here right now for half off. It's going away very soon. So if you're not in that, hello, 2025 is coming. Separation season is over. You can't be doing what you were doing 90 days ago. Life is constantly evolving and rotating and growing, and things have changed. And we're going to bring that to you, me and Mr. John Melton, the legend, and show you exactly how you can gain unlimited amounts of leads and have not only prospects when it comes to the customer side of things, but when it comes to the builder side of things. So when you know people out there who are begging on their hands and knees to make an extra $500 a month or to supplement or replace their income, you will be able to have those people coming inside. So if you're not in it, drop in the comments challenge. I did mention on today's date, so don't say that I said something. Today's the 16th. It is half off. It's early bird. There's a VIP option. Do you want to be in a chat with me and John Melton where literally you can message and ask any question? So I had this blow up, and this is what I did, and this is what I said. How can I take all these and turn them into, okay, customers or recruits? Now you have the support in that chat to get you there. So there's a VIP option as well. So make sure you drop in the comments challenge, okay? Back to Money Monday. So when it comes to the short video, what type of video are you bringing to the table? Okay? So I pour into myself to be able to pour into you every day, just figuring out what's working, what's kind of slowed down. And it's crazy to see how things change. It's crazy to see on different platforms how the algorithm changes, but here's what I found. I've poured in. I'm telling you right now that there's people I know that have just gone to a whole mastermind over the weekend, paid thousands of dollars. And when they came back, they're told by that person, like 3 reels a day. What should the content be around? I want you to write this down. Number 1, write down education. You're educating someone. What can you educate them on? Who are you? Who are you helping is you. Okay. So education. Number two, it can be entertaining. Okay. So something that's funny. It doesn't even have to be, it can be like 7 seconds long. I've been playing a lot with just taking videos of like Bella jumping on a trampoline or the lake out in the yard and saying something like, this is for you. This is for the mom over. I speak to one person. Never, hey, everybody on lives, on reels. No, you're speaking to one person. This is for the mom over the age of 30 who's struggling with self-sabotaging. And then like I could put something like sitting down with your feet up in the air and having your daughter be able to jump on a trampoline versus having to play with her or go shopping with her sometimes is like a breath of fresh air. Okay, entertaining. That's it. And then the third should be something product or recruiting. Okay, so like I'm going to share with you in less than 90 seconds how I went from the most stubborn, loose belly skin to literally not only tightening it, but toning the muscle underneath without having to have surgery. My name is Michelle Churchill Dworak. It wasn't until I found blank, blank, and blank where I had saggy skin that I could pull to here. And what I found was and then you don't have to say what I found is the one that I recommend, you use it one time a day in the morning. It smells kind of like a citrusy flavor. And if you're like, what is it? Hit the follow button, comment below, okay, skin stretcher or whatever for one that I recommend. That's it. Or just say comment below skin stretcher, end the video. If you're looking at this right now or you're thinking to yourself, reels take a lot of time, you're right, because you don't have a skill set in that area. Reels used to take me literally a lot of time. But you know what they take me now? I can record a 90-second video and that reel is posted within 2 minutes and 15 seconds. What you lack in skill, you have to make up in numbers in our industry. But what you lack in skill, you have to make up for in time. It's going to take you more time to do these things. If I hired you right now to come do a project with me, doing this project together would take a lot of time. But once you showed up week after week after week after week, and we measured the time that it took you, we would be able to see that you are learning and getting traction and momentum because that time would become shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. So all you're doing is you're self-sabotaging yourself. You will get better and you will get faster to the point you will literally laugh so loud when you look back at how horrible you once were at it. Okay? I might sound really silly right now, but the way that I started doing reels, I always just look at the lens at the top, even like right now. And what I do is, you know what helps a lot of people? Envision that everybody you're talking to is just butt naked. Just like they tell you at high school, they tell you that in middle school. It's something that I carried with me. Just go in, make sure you're talking to one person. No more, oh my gosh, listen to this, people. Like what I'm about to share with you, if you are struggling, okay? So those are the things that you need to focus around when it comes to content, okay? A really good way that you can put content together if you're telling like a backstory is this. And I learned this from Eric Worre. So you have a background in something. My biggest struggle was losing weight. Okay. You could say something like my background was, my background was struggling and losing weight. For 11 months, I tried to work out and I got absolutely nowhere. What was the pain point? I found that growing out of my clothes and having a child that's no longer 1, 2, 3, 4 years old is really degrading my confidence, and I'm sick of it. What I found is, so now the solution comes in. And I'm not only excited that this has helped me, but coming to find out it's helping a ton of moms just like you who are postpartum to have the same results. Okay. The same needs to be done with prospecting video when it comes to recruiting. What's your background? I'm a stay-at-home mom. What's your pain point? I miss people. I miss interacting with you. I found this thing where I can literally have a community online and be messaging friends virtual and seeing them on live Zooms if I want to or want to be a part of the calls that are offered. And I'm not only excited that I'm 6 months in, I'm excited that I found out other moms who stay at home are also doing what it is that I'm doing. I'm so grateful I said yes. So you have to realize that you have a story around everything as well. So let's backtrack because these are the things that we need to implement and we need to realize. Okay. Reels are a way for you to get leads, but you need to have a call to action. And in the call to action, I really want to encourage you to have posture when you talk. And I want you to tell them to hit the follow button. I want you to tell them, comment below whatever it is that you are going to give them for free. What can you give them for free? I could go to Chat GPT right now and be like, hey, listen, a big struggle for people with water intake, a big pain point is what? Tell me the pain point of people who know they should be drinking enough water, but they're not. Okay, so now how can you give this to me as a freebie guide that I can give to this person for free so that they can look at this guide and start drinking more water? Okay, so hit the follow button, comment below water guide for a guide that helped me in so many ways. You're going to give them that guide. Now they followed you. Again, we want all eyes on deck. When they open their phone, they see you. When they go to a different platform, they see you. And something that's extremely meaningful on TikTok, listen to this, is your pinned videos. If you have a video that you take screen sharing, okay, how to go to Instagram or Facebook and follow you, and then you pin it, those people will know, well, TikTok is really hard to conversate. It's really hard to send links, but I can get a hold of her here. Now your chances of that person seeing you even more on another platform skyrockets. It doesn't matter if they don't open the reel. It doesn't matter if they don't open the live video. They are thinking of you. Okay? So wrap all those things in. The first thing that you're using again for hooks is Chat GPT. It's free. What is a good hook? What is working? I want you to go look at hooks that John Melton's using. I want you to go look at hooks that I'm using. I want you to go look at hooks that Ashley Dawes is using. I want you to go look at hooks that anyone out there that is the top of the leadership board of where it is that you are coming in from. I want you to see what it is that they are saying exactly and what that hook is. And if this is still something that you're like, okay, I'm getting the hang of it. Well, first and foremost, I encourage you to be a part of that 14-day video prospecting challenge with not only just me, but Mr. Melton. John Melton in the industry, 23 years, a legend, an absolute beast, literally the fastest growing team, I'd say, in all the space of network marketing. And we're running this together in January. I think it's like the 12th or 13th. Don't quote me. I'll put it in the comments section. It's a 2-week thing. It starts on a Monday. It ends on a Monday. There's going to be prizes. There's going to be a VIP option to be in a chat with scripts. You're going to have hooks. You're going to have trainings for in there. So make sure if you have not dropped challenge inside of the comment section that you drop it because it's early bird today. It's the 16th of December. Hello, we're so close to Christmas. And because we're so close to Christmas, it's early bird. So it is 100%, 50% off. So that's why I'm telling you right now is separation season. Think about it. Do you think the person who literally is wanting to lose weight is going to wake up on January 16th and say, new me, new year? Or are they saying right now on December 16th, new me, new year? Right now, you should be standing very proud. You shouldn't self sabotage yourself because the holidays are here. And you should be saying, new me, new business, new year. And you should go all in because when you go all in before the actual year starts, you actually have a more likelihood of sticking to what it is that you're committing to versus the person who's like, you know what? Today's Tuesday. I'll start Monday. So I want you to get into the challenge by dropping challenge in the group. So here's your assignment. You are going to go today, and it can be educational. It can be funny. And number 3, it can also be, okay, a product. You're going to have a hook. You're going to have a short video, and you're going to have a call to action at the bottom. And you are going to, in the comment section, post it, and I will go to it and I will comment on every single one And I will, even if you ask me to give you some coaching on like, how could we have made small little tweaks to this? And my last little tip for you, I found a way to go to Instagram and to look up reel sounds. Like if you go to the bottom, like there's that like reel, right? With like the video. The top has for sound like the arrow. And when you click on them, you don't want any of your sounds to have more than 1,000 sounds on it. And when you look at it, you want to see that like the top 8 have like thousands of people on them, like 16K, 1K, 1 million, 2 million. But the views, like the people using the reel, when you click on it, it'll update. You don't want over 1,000 because what's going to happen is that sound is trending right now. Next week, it'll be at like 4 million people are using it and it'll just fade away. So that's a little nugget for you. So you might be confused, but when you go to Instagram, you go to the bottom, there's Reels. When you click on Reels and you create a reel, or you're looking for sound, you're looking for one that says like how many reels are using that music. It'll say like 697 reels, 1K reels, 15.1K, 15.K reels. You want one that's under 1,000. So if you click on 509 and it changes to like 16K, go back and find one that's under 1,000. Then use that sound and you will see your views absolutely skyrocket. Before you go to do a reel, can you please just act alive? Can you tell and show your face? Like before I got on, what really had to cheer me up was some popcorn. Like I had to start playing Whatever It Takes by Imagine Dragons, take some deep breaths, drink some water, have a little bit of some carbohydrates to get me fired up, and sit here and show how excited I am for 2025. Because I'm telling you that this 14-day prospecting challenge for January 2025 is absolutely going to be the pivotal moment within your business. And I can guarantee it. So, I would love in the comment section, what are your takeaways? Write them down. Better yet, type them. When you write something and you type them, you have a likelihood of over 50% retaining that and actually remembering it. I hope that you had a fabulous Monday with me. Thank you so much for hanging out. Again, if you catch this on the replay, I truly want to know, what time is it and where are you tuning in from? And if you're brand new and you've never seen me before, drop new in the comments section. And what are your takeaways? Did you learn anything? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being Michelle, not very amazing training, and 10 being holy crap, I'm pumped up, I'm fired up, I'm jacked up, I'm ready for you and Mr. John Melton. 0 to hero, January 2025. Drop in the comments where you stand. Ha ha! Goodbye!